These fucking grifters. So now Donald Trump Jr. is telling you that the reason why the Trump family, the Trump organization, had to get into the new crypto scam that they have going on is because banking is a Ponzi scheme. And they just are glad to be able to bring services to the people who don't have the kind of connections that they do.
They're used to being able to do that to people who have no ability to fight back. We had the balance sheet, we had the following, the big soapbox to be able to push back and to call out this nonsense. And a lot of Americans saw that and they were appreciative of it. And by the way, they saw it happening to them. They couldn't get credit card processing if you were a small gun shop in the middle of nowhere because, oh, well, doesn't check off the woke boxes. And so we did this out of necessity, and it was important. I think it's important for the world. And in that, I think we're creating a lot of efficiencies that we're lacking in the system. I mean, as someone who either one of us could have called any banker in New York over the last 20 years and gotten a loan for a building, and we just realized we were sort of at the top of the Ponzi scheme that was banking. If you didn't have those connections, if you didn't have these things, you didn't get that benefit. Crypto totally democratizes the ability for people to transact, to do finance, to get the loans that they need for businesses that make sense. That didn't exist for everyone, and we're really glad to be able to bring that to the forefront in the market.
You could call any bank in the last 20 years and get a loan for a building? That's not accurate. After you fucked over every bank you could possibly fuck over back in the day, banks stopped lending to you, which is why you guys publicly stated that you now get, or right before the election, you got all of your financing from Russian oligarchs and from places like Deutsche Bank, because American banks stopped lending to you. This was not a secret. And then, after doing business with Deutsche Bank for so long and winning the presidency and getting banks to finally do business with you again here, you fucked that up and they stopped doing it all over again. Following the January 6th Capitol attack, major banks, including Deutsche Bank and Signature Bank, severed ties, refusing to provide new loans. You guys sued them for debanking. Donald Trump is currently engaged in a lawsuit against J.P. Morgan Chase that was filed last fucking month. That's why you did this. That, and to grift more money from your base, your followers. Because you know no matter what dumb shit you put on the screen and go, hey guys, buy this, they're going to dig deep for you. You could call a bank anytime in the last 20 years in New York to get a loan. Well, that's a fucking newsflash. Guys, this family is the biggest family of grifters in American history. Why do you guys keep supporting and falling for their bullshit?